Hello there folks, and welcome back to the channel for another Ark Survival Evolved video. We're going to be doing the story. We have tried this once before. We did the island and we did Scorched Earth and we started Aberration, but then things got in the way, we lost a bit of interest. But we're going to be trying it again, inspired by the lovely Voxesto. Go check him out if you don't know him. He's been doing it, and we've been following his progress, and we just couldn't resist any longer. We had to get back into it and try it again. But this time we're not going to be on our own, although we are alone in our tribe. We're still going to be doing it solo, but other people are allowed to join this server if they wish. And so can you if you're watching this video. All you have to do is be a Twitch subscriber or be a VIP member. Getting the VIP badge is free. You just have to exchange channel points on Twitch to get the badge and be part of the Discord. So it's pretty straightforward. But yes, you can join if you want to. Anyway, yes, the plan is we've got a little bit of a different plan. I've not really seen anybody else do this, but not only are we going to be trying the bosses, I haven't decided what difficulty bosses we're going to go for. We're probably going to try and go for the alpha ones until we get to Genesis. And then we'll just switch to Gamma, because trying to solo the Genesis bosses on Alpha, I think, is a bit beyond us. I know it's possible, I've seen people do it, but I haven't even done it on Gamma before, so that's going to be fun. But yes, we have another objective. It's a bit of a weird one, but I've always wanted to do it, which is make my own Ark within Ark. So that involves taming a breeding pair of every creature on the map that we're on. Whether we end up putting them on rafts or not, we'll see as we go. But it would be kind of funny to have loads of rafts with 2 of every creature on it. But we're going to be prepping our note run here. We're just gathering some berries ready so we don't starve to death in the middle of doing it. I sometimes do this, I sometimes don't. It depends what I'm doing. If I'm like on an official server, official PvP server, and I'm trying to join my buddies, I'll just get straight into it and try and do it as quickly as I can. But on PvE server, I'll take my time a little bit more, make sure I've got plenty of berries to eat along the way, plenty of stim berries in case I start getting chased by raptors, so I can have plenty of stamina. We're going to drop some stone though, because that's weighing us down. I didn't really want to drop any berries or whatever, so I thought I'd get this note first and put a few levels into weight, just so I'm a bit faster and I can still carry everything. But we're going to skim through this this note run pretty quickly. You've seen it like 100 times before, maybe even more. But yeah, we're going to get as many notes as we can. We'll do our usual note run, which usually ends around like Stonehenge area. But we get to this top of the hill and we decide to, instead of running down, we'll just parachute down. I was having a few issues with skipping frames, but it sorts itself out eventually. But we finally get our final note at our destination. We have 1 point to put in, and we got to level 79, which isn't too bad. So let's go through the rates quickly. We have, if I can remember, I think it's 2 times XP. I'm going to have to check as I go here. So the rates are XP is ×2, ×3 for gathering, ×5 for taming, and ×30 for breeding. We might adjust that as we go. We don't want to be spending pretty much the same as Vox, slightly. We don't want to be hanging around waiting for stuff to grow up. That's a bit boring. And I remember on my first playthrough it took up most of my time, and I did end up raising the breeding and raising quite a lot in the end. But we're going to go through, we're going to learn as many things as we can in one go. I might cut this bit out, it's a bit boring. But we're going to learn just everything that we think we might need as we go. We're not going to try and, we're going to try and avoid learning saddles until we actually need them, because we might find blueprints for them. And I don't want to be going through mind wiping all the time just to learn different things. But yeah, let's skip ahead. So with everything learnt, we looked at what we need to craft. We want to get a starter base down, so we start hitting some rocks. We need to get that lovely stone. We hit some trees to get that lovely wood. More trees. More rocks. And we can place our base. We cut a lot out there, but we got it done. We're going to just go for the standard 2x2. Get mortar and pestle down. You see how the pros do it. Oh, we got a forge. Nice, lovely. Before we've even finished the base, we have forges down. Got to get that bed down. Another mortar and pestle, some storage. Flying through this really quickly. That's the other thing I wanted to say. Because I have done the island before on this story, so island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, Genesis 2. We have done the island and Scorched Earth before, so we're going to try and fly through the island and Scorched Earth not as quickly as possible, but quicker than what we will be when we get to Aberration, if you know what I mean, because we're just doing what we've done before. But I could have just jumped in straight on Aberration, but I felt like that would have been cheating, and I wanted to get this out on video properly. And we didn't have any videos on Scorched Earth when we did that. It was all on stream. That's going to be interesting when we finally get to that. Yeah, we'll split up all the meat. We need some of that spoiled meat to get some narcotics. I'm going to put some wood in the forges ready for the metal, which we don't have at this point, but we've got to plan ahead, you know. So we've just started crafting some clothes. I made the mistake of crafting 2 hats, so we don't have any shoes, which is going to look a bit funny. But yeah, we're going to craft some arrows. Ready for our hunt. Going to start taming as quickly as possible. Now we have some spoiled meat, and we have some narcotics, so we're going to craft some trank arrows. I always call them narco arrows for some reason. Going to equip that to our slot 3 bow, which is what I usually do. I have my fighting bow on the 4th slot, and my knocking out bow on the 3rd slot. We do have a little bit of metal. Can't do anything with it at the moment. We do need to craft a smithy, which is what I think I'm doing right about now. We're missing something. I didn't catch what that was. Hide. I always forget that it's hide for that. But we're going to put our clothes on and our missing shoes and place the smithy. I wasn't sure at first which way to put this, whether to put it that way, but then it was covering that mortar and pestle, so we decided to put it that way. And I, for some reason, wanted to be really precise with this by going into K mode. But we got it down. We have a smithy. And then we have to hide our hats because I don't like the looks of hats or helmets on this game at all. It drives me crazy. But we spent ages trying to come up with a name for the tribe. Like absolutely ages. I cut a lot of this out. But we finally decided to be a little bit funny. Call it Subscribe to Darth Tribal, which of course you could. Well, we can. And then I realised that it cut the L out, so I had to change it to Sub to Darth Tribal. Which is the same thing. Because, you know, I have to be exact. But we're going to go around, we're going to try and find some things to either kill or knock out. We find this Pteranodon. We need a Pteranodon. We don't really care about the levels at this point. I mean, the higher the better, but anything that can get us in the air is good. Now, I'm crap at using bowlers. Like, I'm terrible at using bowlers. I never use them in PvP. But I was quite proud of this. I actually managed to bowler a Pteranodon in the air. Now, we went to try and knock it out, but unfortunately, it was surrounded by compies. And they were being an absolute pain in the arse. Trying to knock this thing out before the bowler breaks. And we're being chased by compies. But we got the Pteranodon down. Now we can murder these things. Annoying little buggers. And they took a lot of killing for some reason. No, compies aren't exactly the strongest things, but they took me quite a while to kill them. I'm not sure if they're high level or whatever, but We finally got it done. Damn things are so annoying. They always arrive at the most inconvenient times. But at least they gave us some meat that we can feed to the Pteranodon. And we get some hide as well, which is always useful. Even in like late game and stuff, hide is really useful. And it pains me when I see people chucking away hide. You know, I've been in situations where I need to craft like, well, hundreds of like Ascendant saddles. And hide is the prime resources that I need to gather. And when I see people throwing away hide, it pains me. But we're going to go back to gathering some resources. I think I needed some narco berries, but we see someone in the distance. Right, and before you say anything, yes, I know it's PvE, the arrows can't do anything to this guy. I was just trying to get his attention, but either he didn't notice or he didn't care, but we decided to chase him anyway. Seeing what he's doing. And I fired this arrow, and, well, he stopped. I thought, oh gosh, has he seen me? But no, he carried on again. I tried to shoot him again, he must have heard that. And then he stopped again, so I was convinced that he actually heard that. But no, he's just fighting the Sarco with his trike, and it's destroying stuff on his raft. So we take the opportunity to jump on his raft, check what I've got, check what he's got. I'm not really going to steal anything because I want to do everything on my own, but we do decide to just hide out here. I mean, maybe he'll go back on the raft and start driving away without him knowing that I'm here. That was the plan anyway. But he hasn't noticed us yet. And then he turned around and I thought, damn, he's seen me here, surely. And eventually, of course, he did see me. Maybe I should have gone to the other side of the smithy. But we do our casual gamer greeting without saying anything. I wave, he doesn't. So I hit him. The rudeness of not waving back. But we do crouch. Like I say, classic gamer hello move. But we leave him to it. We go back to gathering more resources. And at this point we got tired of trying to get narco berries by hand. So we get a berry gatherer. And a 135 parasol, that's not too bad. We proceed to knock it out with one arrow, it seems. That's quite handy. Chuck some berries up its bum. Dance over it for a minute. We're trying to get the arrows, I think. And we leave it to it for a bit. Don't know why I'm looking at that turtle. I say that we need to to tame 2 of every creature, but I'm not going to be doing that straight away. We want to try and get established first. Otherwise we're going to be swamped with tames and nowhere to put them. But we finally got the parasaur. So we can use that to gather some berries. And we're going to put it to work pretty much straight away. Because once we get this Pteranodon up, the next mission is to try and get an RG. And then the classic work dinos like the Anki, the Dodi. I'm not sure whether to go for a beaver or anything just yet. We might need to if we're crafting a load of structures. But we finally got home, we got some narco berries. For some reason I left some narco berries on the parasaur. But yes, we're going to craft some narc pots, ladies and gentlemen. I think I left some narcos on the parasaur anyway. But we're going to get those crafting. Put our stuff away. And hang around the base. Oh, we got a blueprint for a mammoth saddle. That could be quite handy. No, I did take all the narco berries off. That's good then. Level it up. Right, we started with pumping weight in. I think it was melee, actually, into the parasaur. But eventually we did put a load of points into speed. Because I needed to look for some trilobites. So I can actually craft a saddle for the Pteranodon. Now trilobites are really weird. It's like I always see hundreds of them when I don't need them. Particularly if I've already got loads of saddles crafted. But like in the early game when I need to get that first saddle, I never see any. So we leveled up speed in the parasaur to pretty much circle the entire island trying to look for trilobites. But we got the Pteranodon home. We're going to call it there, guys. The first episode is done. We have the base set up, we have our Pteranodon. Next time we get the saddle. Thank you for watching and bye for now.